Hi folks, I'm Steve Cullen, editor of Total Fly Fisher magazine, and today in the Deadly Killer series I'm going through a step-by-step process of tying a Viva, a tremendous early season, late season lure, so let's go ahead and tie it. First of all, I've got black thread here, 8 or 6 it doesn't really matter, and I'm going to run on a bed of tying thread. Just down to somewhere opposite the hook shank, back up again. The reason being I want an even body, so when I catch in the tail material, which is Spartan wool, the proper stuff for tying Vivas, incidentally, I'm going to double it and double it again. The reason being, when I get that on there, I want the length of the tail. But what I need to do is make sure I leave myself some space at the front of the hook shank, because that's where the chenille is going to finish, and I've also got to get the wing of the fly on there. A little bit there. Nice tight thread wraps all the way down the hook shank, stopping about opposite the barb. Back up again just to secure. Trim that off about 1/2 inch, and then the tips of your scissors, just split them and just run the blade down through the wool to split the fibres and give you a nice bulky tail. The next thing we want here is going to be the ribbon material. So you've got some medium silver tinsel. Catch this in on the rear side of the hook shank, tie them in, and down to where the tail starts. Now I've got some, it's quite a thick chenille, probably about 3mm. Now it's got to form the body, but what I want to do first of all is just pluck away until I've exposed the core of the chenille. The reason being, I want a bulky body, but I don't want an over bulky body. So there's the actual core there. If I catch him in just at the back of the hook shank, so the actual exposed core, the start of the exposed core is at the tail there. Back down the hook shank, securing thread wraps, stop at a little distance behind the eye, and now in touching turns, take the thick chenille up the shank of the hook, leave yourself some space for the marabou, a couple looking thread wraps, sharp scissors and snip them off. Tidy up a little bit if there's any loose ends. Now, when you're actually putting the rib on, don't actually rib into the space where the chenille's been, otherwise the rib will be very close. What you want to do is take it up in open rib turns, maybe about 3 or 4 turns of the ribbon material. Nice open turns. That's 3. That's 4, that's it finished. Otherwise you'll just end up with a silverish fly, and you're looking for the black and silver contrasting. Just tidy up, a couple of thread wraps here. We can tidy this end up when we've actually got the marabou on. As you can see, it's looking fine like that. Take some black marabou. Nice and long, and the plume stuff's what you're after. This is a long shank hook, remember, as you can see in the magazine. I'm going to pick my fibres here. A generous bunch, maybe an inch, inch and a half off the stem of the marabou feather. I'll grip that in my fingers, just spin it. And what that does, as mentioned previously in Deadly Killers, is it binds the fibres together, so I can leave that, pick it up and use it at will. I'm going to get my thread a little bit under tension here. I don't want a long bit of thread before I actually tie in. If that's too long, it's not going to catch it properly, so nice and tight. And I'm going to lay them on top of the hook shank there. Nice tight thread wraps, bed it down. The head area can be tidied up later. Sharp scissors. If I take this and cut it at an angle, you can actually tidy this up. It's quite bulky because there's a lot of marabou there. Keep the thread under tension. Just want to butt these ends up a little bit. With thread wraps, tidy up the head area. It's all nice and even. There we are. If you're using thinner thread, you'll obviously get a lot more thread wraps in there. Take your thumb and forefinger and come up to where the tail ends, grasping the marabou, and in your fingers, just pull that off. What you don't want to do is snip it with the scissors, otherwise you end up with a straight edge, and there's not many straight edges in nature. My whip finishing tool, so catch that in. Again, wind this down to the height. Just have a wee look, see what it looks like. It's fine. And then, with sharp scissors, just snip off my tag end of thread. Add a little bit of varnish to the thread for a little bit more durability. And actually you've got your Viva. Try him in an intermediate or a sinking line, especially around about this time of year. He's going to do great guns and he'll catch you a lot of fish. Stick a gold head on him, fish on a floating line, some jerky retrieves, you'll do great. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. Join us again in the next series of Deadly Killers. Take care, bye bye.